This is very important and very learning question actually. Why I'm saying this? Because here we have four tables: customers, orders, product details, and tables, right? And with the help of these four tables, we have to show total quantities, total quantity in stock, leftover quantities for each product and each customer. Then what we have to do? We have to sort the data by customers number. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to solve SQL queries which going to help us to learn about the SQL joins, SQL store procedure, or you can say the views and trigger. Actually I was getting a lot of comment regarding these queries that could you please help us to solve these queries, and it's going to help us in the future as well, because when it's come to the data analyst or business analyst technical SQL round, so these kind of question especially asked in the interviews. Okay, so as you can see in the screens, I have picked around 20 queries which we are going to solve today. So without any further delay, let's get started. So I have already loaded my data because recently we already made one same video like this where we solve around 12 queries. So as you can see, if you go to my channel where we have solved around 7 queries, and this is also related to the same assignments queries which our subscriber requests us to make. So before you watch this video, I would suggest go to my channel and check out this video as well, because that this is also going to help you. Okay, so let's come back to our topic. So moving on to our first question. So employee number, salesperson, like salesperson name should be the first name and last name should be together as a employee name. Unique customer for each employee number, and sort the data by highest to lowest unique number. So for this particular question, this two table we are going to use, which gonna be employee and customer table. All right. So what we have to do, first we will write select employee number, then I will write concat first name last name is a salesperson, correct? Now we are going to use a count function over here where we will use a distinct value for the customer number, all right, as a unique number. From which table we are going to extract? From the employees table, this one, right? We'll use our left join here, and I will write customers on employee number is equal to sales REP employee number. Okay, these are the some this will be our joining condition. Then I will use a group by, and I will write employee number and group by with a salesperson, this column we have created, right? And order by unique, which we created just now. This what I want. What was the highest to lowest? So that is why I'm using a descending order. Let's hit the control enter. So as you can see here, we got our employee number, salesperson name, and unique customer. Moving on to the second question. So total quantities in stock, leftover quantities for each product and each customer. Sort the data by customer number. All right. This kind of question always asked in the interview. So make sure you should know that how to join more than two tables. All right. What we will do, first we have to select our columns. Customers dot customer number. Customer dot, I'm selecting the columns only right now. Okay. Then from the product table, product code, then product name. Now what I want, we want a total quantity, right? So total quantity from where we will get? From the order details table. In order details table, we have order quantity. So we will do sum of order quantity. We will get a total quantity, right? So what I will do here, I will use the aggregate function, sum of order details, quantity of order as a order quantity, or whatever number, whatever name you want to give, you can give it. Okay. Then what else we want? we want a total inventory. So what I will do, I will use again the sum of product dot quantity in stock as a total inventory. Okay, so now what we need a leftover quantity. So how we will calculate the leftover quantities? What we have to do, whatever we have in stock, we will minus whatever somebody order, right? So then we will get the leftover, right? So so what I did, I want to calculate the left quantity. So what I did here, quantity in stock minus whatever quantity they customers order. So we got the leftover quantity. So these 5 column we were looking for: customer number, customer name, product code, product name, order quantity, like whatever they order, total inventory means whatever we have right now, and leftover quantity means whatever we have in stock and minus whatever somebody orders. Okay, now what we will do, I will use from, first I use a inner join to get that orders. Okay, so what gonna be our joining condition? On, right? I will write customers dot customer number, right? The both table has common column customer number. Okay, then what I will do here, now I will join this table again using of inner join. Sorry, inner join. What I will do, I will join order details table. It was the common column in both table, which gonna be again order number. So this gonna be our joining condition. So let me write it down quickly. Okay, so now our we already joined the three table: customer, orders, and order details. What is left? The product table. But in order details table, as you can see here, we have product code, and even the order product tables we have product code. So this with this both column we can easily join our tables, right? So what I will do here, I will write on condition again, and then what I did here, I did order details table product code, product table product code. Now what we will do, I will use here now the group by. Let me write the quickly, then I will explain to you. Okay, okay, so what I did, customer number, product code, I use a group by, and because this was the condition of our question, like sort the data by customer number, so I use customer number as a ascending. Okay, so let's hit the control enter and let's see how our output looks like. As per our question requirement, what we need, total quantity. So this is our total quantity, sorry, order quantity. If you want, you can change the name. I will change the name here, this one, total quantity. We got everything. If you want, you can pause the videos and you can write it down. Okay, moving on to the third question, which gonna be created below table and field, like laptop and colors table with the laptop name and color name. You can add data as per your wish. Okay, perform cross join between two data. So let me write the query quickly, then I will explain to you. So as you can see here, as per the question requirement, I have add around the 5 data for each tables, and if I will execute this, like we have one table by the name of laptop, and then other table with the colors. Okay, now what will happen, I perform the cross join. So what cross join exactly does, if I will execute the cross join laptop with the colors, what will happen? So as you can see here, all colors comes with the all laptop, black color with the all the laptop, then again blue color with the all the laptop, gray color with the all the laptop, red color with the all the laptop, and white color as well with the all the laptop. Okay, so let's move on to the fourth question, which is gonna be create a table project with the below field. Add below data into it. So they have given the data as well. So let me write the query quickly and then I will explain to you. Okay, so now as you can see here, as per the question requirement, we have created our table. Okay, then what we did, we insert in the project table whatever data they have given. Okay, now find out the name of employee and their relative manager. This is the main part. Maybe you were thinking why I'm covering this topic. That's why I'm covering this, because anybody can create the table, anybody can insert the values. All right. Now main part comes here, because they said find out name of employee and their relative manager. If you will draw, like, select star from project. So as you can see here, we have employee ID, we have a manager ID. Now I want to know the who is the manager of Prerna, who is the manager of Priyanka, who is the manager of Preeti, who is the manager of Anurag, and like that we have to find out. So how we will do that? We will write a query like, we will write select full name as a manager name. This is the first task. Okay, from which table? From the product table, sorry, project table. Okay, here what we will do, we will assume that we have two kind of table, like, we have project table two time. We will just assume that. Okay, this kind of topic I have already covered it. You can check out my channel if you want to learn deep about this, why we assume and all these things. Okay, I'm not gonna explain right now why we did this. Okay, so what we will do, we will assume we have a two table, one with the project table where we have a same information, another is the employee table where we have a same information. Okay, so what I will do, select p dot p, I will assume as a project table. From there I will get the full name as a manager name. Then I will do e dot full name as a employee name, employee name. Okay, then I will do from project, I will use a left join project e. This is the two table we have assumed, and this is gonna be our joining condition on p dot the common column employee id is equal to e dot manager id, and let's hit the control enter. Let's see. Oh, p dot full name, something wrong. Okay, let's hit the control enter now. Okay, so as you can see here, we got a manager name with their employee. So they didn't ask us to replace the null value with anything, so we don't have to do anything about that because they have given some null values, right? Now let's move on to the fifth question. What we have to do, actually, first we have to create a table, then we have to alter the table, the facility table which we are going to create, right? Then again we have to alter the table with their city name, like whatever city name we are going to give as a wordcard, but it should not be a null value. Okay, so this is what we have to do. It simply was like, creating a table and modifying it. Okay, so that's what we have to do. So let me create a table. I will write create table. Okay, let's close the tables. That's it. Okay, so this is our facility table. If I will do select star from facility, so this is our table. Now what we have to do, as per the question requirement, alter the table by adding the primary key and auto increment to the facility ID. Okay, so to alter a table, what we did, I have to write like, alter table facility. Now we have to modify facility ID, this one. So I will copy this. I'll use a modify function, modify facility ID integer. This is our data type, right? What they ask as a auto increment. So I will write auto increment. Okay, let's hit the control enter. So this is what we have to do. Okay, now let's move on to the another part. Here they said add a new column city after name with the data type wordcard which should not accept any null values. Okay, so again I will use a alter table I will now use the alter table name. What we have to do? I have to add new column by the name of city, right? And it should be worker. Data type should be worker, and it should not accept any null values. So not null. That's it. Hit the control enter. That's it. Nothing else. Now let's check this. Facility name, state, country, and city name we have added. If you will describe this now, describe facilities, you can check out. You can check out. See, facility integer, name worker, state, and city worker, but it will not accept the null values. Let's move on to the next question, which gonna be sixth question, right? This is the tricky one. Actually, not hard to do it, but little bit tricky. So let me do it quickly. So what we will do, first we will create a table, university. Okay. Then what they said? Okay. Then we will create ID as an integer, primary key. Okay. Then again name, right? Yes, name worker. Now what we will do, insert into university ID name. This is our table. Now we will write values. I will just copy paste from here. Okay, this is what they want. We just copy paste as it is. Let's execute this. Okay, now if you will check, select star from university. So as you can see here, there is the values, not in proper format, right? Now they were asking us to remove the space and make it like, Pune University extra. So for that, what we have to do, now we have to remove all this space, right? From here, we have to remove all the space. So you can use one function called trim. Okay. What do you have to do? Update university, set name is equal to trim function we are going to use here. What I will do, I will use both this all space I want to remove. So that is why I use from. You can use like operator also. You can use regular expression also. Okay. So here what I did, I use update university, set name is equal to trim. I want to trim everything. Both means all. This side and that side, both side, whatever side it was the space. So I use one space. You can use regular expression or like operator, whatever you please. The name, this is we use one space. Okay. Then I will use where ID is not null. Okay. So let's hit the control. Oh, you are using. Okay. So make sure whenever you use any update in any table, so you have to disable the save update mode. How to disable? You just have to run set SQL save updates is equal to 0. Okay. Now you will be able to execute this query. Okay. Now if you will check, select star from, we have already, right? See, ID and name. So I hope everybody clear with this. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 7. So here, what we have to do, first we have to create a view by the name of product status. Okay. So we have to use a two table over here, which gonna be orders table, and the another it's gonna be orders details table. Okay. These two tables we are going to use over here. Okay. So let's create the views first. If you don't know how to create a view and what is the use of view, I have given link in the I button. You can check out from there. All right. All the link whatever I give in the I button, you will find it out in the description as well. I will write o dot, because order table I'm gonna use here, order date as a year. Select as a this name. Year we got from the order table. Now what else we want? We want so year wise total products sold. Okay, so for each year we want total products sold. So product sold product, from where we will get it? Quantity. Okay, so total product sold we will get it from quantity orders. Okay, means total sold. So you can use the same table, but they specifically they ask so the year wise total product sold, means for each year we have to show how many product got sold. Okay, so you can use concat here. Inside the concatenate I can use again count function, because we have to count, right? So from od dot, paste it into od dot, what was that? Okay, so this is they were asking, they were asking so the year wise total product sold, we got it here, this one. But they were asking also find the percentage of total value for each year. So percentage we will get it from this amount, but we have to show percentage and total amount together. So that's why we have to multiply this. Okay, that's why I'm using a multiplication from, what was the column name, price each. Copy this, paste it here. Okay, so like that we can get it. Or let's round this also, na, because this is in decimals and all. I think yes, let's round this. So we can use round function here, round it. Now if I want percentage, like if I want year in one column and percentage and total quantity together, so for that again I have to create one column, which is gonna be like this somewhere, like I want this sum of this quantity into price. So I can use aggregate function here, sum. Let me copy paste this from here. Then we will divide this sum of, because I want a percentage, right? To get the percentage, same thing I have to do it again. Now I will use a over function. Okay, let's close this. To get a percentage we will multiply with the 100. Okay, let's close this and we will write as a percentage sign here, close the bracket and close the comma. Okay, alias name we will give as a value they said total values. Now from orders table as a o, sorry, not orders table as a o, and we will join both table with the order details table od as a od. I write this, and joining condition will be our order number. Okay, and because here I use aggregate function, so I have to use group by as well. Okay, with the year. Let's execute this query now. Let's see how our output look like. Okay, So how we call our views? We will write select star from product status. Okay, so as you can see here, we got year. So we have only 3 years and total values 105 to 35 percentage and the like that. Okay, so this is the requirement of our question. They said so the year wise total product sold, year wise total product sold 1052. Also find the percentage of total value for each year. Okay, so let's move on to the another question, the question number 8, right? So what we have to do here, simply we have to create one store procedure. Okay, how we create a store procedure? Then we will write create procedure and the parameter we will set as a customer integer, or you can write int only. We'll begin our store procedure from here. We will write begin, declare the credit limit we want to declare, right? So we will write, you can declare name as per your choice, an integer. Okay, then we will select credit limit. See, they want us to select whenever we will select the credit limit, it should show if it is a platinum, gold or silver, right? So we will select the credit limit into where this is the declare, we just now we have declare one, right? Now from which table? Customers table. Here we will write where customer number is equal to cust. I will use a case statement here. Okay, or you can use a nested if also. Okay, so I will write if credit limit is greater than 1 lakh. Okay, then it should select platinum as a result. Okay, when credit limit between 25,000 to and 1 lakh, then select gold as a result. Okay, when credit limit less than 25,000, then select as a result. Else, because this is the closing statement we have to give, so we will write select out of range is a result. Don't forget to end the case statement, then end our procedure as a delimiter. And now how we call the store procedure? You can call it from here also. See, you can call it from here also. This is the store procedure we have. If you will click on this flash icon, now what you have to do, you have to enter the values. For example, you enter the values like 100 or 1000. Let's see, it's saying out of range. Why? Because if you will select star from customers tables, there is no any customer number 1000, right? Let's see the whiches we have. Okay, let's see, we have 475. This is showing gold because why? Can you see here 475? Wait, the credit limit was 55,400. So that is why it's coming to the gold. If there is any more than 1 lakh, this one, like, 1 lakh, 1 lakh 10,000. So what is the name of customer number? 496. If you will call this 496, if you will call 496, execute this, you'll see platinum. Okay, so that's how we create a store procedure. You can check out the query over here and you can execute. Okay, let's move on to the another question, which gonna be question number 9, right? So what we have to do actually here, first we have to create one store procedure, and inside the store procedure we have to perform the join. So for that, what we will do, we will write a delimiter here, double slash, then create procedure, let me copy paste from here, we will just change it name. All right, what name they want, get country, this one, right? Whenever you are creating any store process, this is not single code, not like this. Okay, this is a opposite, I don't know what to call, it's a above of tab button in your laptop. Okay, this is get country payment. Okay, now here we have to declare the parameter. So first in parameter, we will declare input here as a integer data type. Then again in input we will declare country. This is 2 we want. All right, the data type will be worker, to only. Begin, we will select here, we don't have to declare because we have already the parameter. Now in year payment date, the year, write somewhere here country as a country. If you don't want to write as a, it's fine. Okay, then we will use, because they have specially asked, we want to show the 1000 unit as a K. So for that we will use concat, and here I will format sum of amount, we will divide by 1000, exact value we want as a K, right? Okay, as a total amount you can write. Then from which table we want, payments table. Here we will use a inner join with the customers. Our joining condition gonna be dot customer number, right? Customer number is equal to, then we will use where year, from here, and is equal to input. Why we are using input? They said, right, we want to show year and country wise, so that's why I'm using an input. And country also we have to give, country is equal to, again, input country, right? That's what we want to give, input country. And we have using the sum of amount and year, so we will use group by year and country. All right, then we will int with the double slash and delimiter. Okay, so this is our procedure. Now let's execute this. Okay, now let's try to call it. So we will write call get country payment. Now we have to know, what country we have. Let's see, we have a France. What we will do, we will write, 2003 2003 and country name we will give France. Okay, now if we will execute this, let's see what happens. So as you can see here, we got 2003. France has total 283k. Let's move on to the another question. So now what we have to use, how to use a subqueries, queries inside the subqueries. Okay, so I will write here with X as a select year, order date as a year, month name also we will get it from order date as a, now what we want, count of order, right? Count of order date, total ordered from orders table by year and month. Okay, close this query, start a new query again. Why I'm starting a new query? Because query inside the query, it's known as a subqueries. What I will do, I will write year, month and total order. Total orders, I will do concat. Let's round it this also, because the later on I don't want to make more work. Okay, so to get the percentage, we will multiply with the 100, and here what I will do, I will write total order, this column, total orders minus lag function we gonna use here, total order. So this is we used to get a YOY percentage. Don't forget this, lag function with the column name over order by years. Okay, then divide by, again lag function you have to use, same column I will write here total orders, and then again I will write over order by year and close the. Okay, but we want to give a sign as well, right? So for that, again you have to percentage sign. They specific ask percentage sign for the YOY changes. Okay, as a percentage YOY changes from which table? X table we created, right? From X. Okay, so let's hit the control enter. So as you can see here, we got year. For each year we got a month and how many order they did and percentage YOY changes. Like, I hope everybody clear with this. Okay, let's move on to the another question. Let me quickly make the table and insert the value, then we will create this function. All right, okay, so now as you can see here, we have created our table by the name of EMP okay, with the few columns, and we insert already the values, these values. Okay, if I will hit the control enter, as you can see, employee ID, name and their date of birth. The main part is here. Now we have to, what we have to do, we have to create a function. Okay, let me create the function quickly and then I will explain to you. Okay, so as you can see here, I have created my function. I give a name as per the question requirement, calculated age, and now variables we declare as a year, month and age. Then we set the years as a timestamps dative function we use over here, which is we gonna use a date of birth as a current date. See, this date of birth comes from this DOB as a date. Okay, now same we stack the month as well, and we set the age as a concat, because they were saying we want as a 30 years 5 months, like that, right? That is why we use as a concat, and this two, whatever we have stacked from here, be put it together. Okay, then we will execute this. Let's call this processor, function. So how we gonna call this function? I will write here, like, select employee ID, name, DOB, and the function name. The function name, whatever we have give, calculated age. I'll copy paste directly the here, and I will write DOB as a age from where we want, from the table we have created, right? This one. Let's execute this. So as you can see here, all the name, their date of birth, age, how it's showing, 33 years 9 months, 31 years 4 months. So like that you can create. Let's move on to the another question. So we are going to use a two table over here. So here what we have to do, we have to select our columns. Select customer number from our customer table, where we will write customer name, not in. Why I open the bracket? Because they said we have to use subquery. Okay, so that's why I'm gonna select again the customer number, from where we can perform the join also here, but they specific ask us to use a subquery, so that is why I'm using a subquery over here. Okay, I will add from orders table. We will close it, hit the control enter. Something wrong, maybe I write it wrong spelling. Let's fix this. Okay, so as you can see here, we got our customer number and customer name. All right, let's move on to the another question. So let me write the query first, then I will explain to you, because same time if I will write and explain, the video gonna become a too much big. So let me write it down first, the query, then I will explain to you. All right, so here what we did, first we select the customer number, customer name from our customer table. See, customer, I give a alias name as a C. Here I select our columns from the customer tables, as you can see here. Okay, then I perform the left join with the order tables. Okay, using a customer and order table, both common column was order number. Okay, as per the question requirement, we have to use union. All right, using of union, get the customer number, customer name, and count of order for every customer. So as you can see there, in first union we select our customer number, customer name as a total orders. Okay, the distance value, just to avoid the duplicate. Okay, from the orders table. Then again I perform union, where we use order tables. From there I select the customer number. We use a count of order number. You can use a count of customer number as well. That's but you have to use again the distinct over here as a total order. And if I will see, then I select the columns or the condition I have given. If I will perform this, so as you can see here, we got customer number, customer name, and their total. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So the second highest quantity order value for each order number. See, it is very important. This kind of question comes into the interview as well. Here, there is a many way to do that. You can use a dense rank function over here, or you can use makes function over here. So I'm gonna use here the makes function. So what we will do, I will select the we will select order number. Then I will use a makes function over here. From the order details, quantity of order, I will copy this field from here. I'll paste it here. Okay. Then as a quantity order. Okay, then what I will do, I will write from which table we're gonna have, order detail table, right? So I will just put it here. Then I will write our where condition, where quantity of order is less than subquery. I will use select max of order quantity from order details table, and then I will assume this is our another table as a OD. Okay. Then what I will use, I will write here where function OD dot order number is equal to order details, or you can write O also for this. You can write like this also, O dot order number. We just assume that this is the double table. Okay, close the bracket, write the group by order number. Okay, let's execute this. You have a syntax error, something wrong. Oh, okay, I did not give a bracket, right? O dot. So as you can see here, we got for each order number second highest. Let's move on to the another question. So let me write the query and then I will explain to you. So as you can see here what I did, first I select our column and count of order number I use for get the total product. From the order detail table, I did a group by to group by with the order number, and you can use a where clause also after the from, but I use a having to count the all order number which is greater than 0. All right, then again I use here the select command to create another column, because as per the question requirement they want max and minimum values, right? So how we will calculate the max values? We will calculate using a max function with the total product as a max total, or you can write like max total. If you don't want to write like this, that's all up to you. And minimum also with. Then again we use a subquery to get the order number and their quantity as a total product from the same table. Again we did the group by, and same thing we repeat for the minimum. First we did for the maximum, then we did for the minimum. If you will execute this now, you'll see you'll get total, maximum of total and minimum of total. All right, let's move on to the another question. What we have to do, I will write select product line. This is from product table. Okay, now count of star is a total count from product table where by price is greater than. We will again use a select. I will write average of by price. Close the bracket, and from product group by product line. Just hit the control enter. You will get. You have a syntax error. The computation something wrong. Okay. So now if you will execute this, you'll see you'll get the odd product line and their totals. Let's move on to the next question. Create a table, this one below field. Create a procedure to accept the value column for EMP handler error. Oh, this is, I already cover all these topics, so I'm gonna skip this. So let's move on to the next question directly. So first let me create the quickly, because first we have to create this tables and all, and then I will explain this trigger. All right, so now as you can see here, I have insert the values and create the table. Now what we have to do, we have to create before insert trigger. Okay, so to create a trigger, what we have to do, I will write here the delimiter. Okay, create trigger. Okay, before insert. Okay, then I will write the trigger, which trigger we are gonna use here for insert trigger, right? On which we are going to use this table, right? Then I will write for each row begin if. Now this is our main condition. I will write new dot hour is greater than 0, then set new dot working hours is equal to minus, because if it is negative then it should show positive. That's what the question said, right? That's why I'm using this minus. Then in this trigger, in if condition, then again in double quote delimiter. Okay, so as you can see here, we have created our the trigger. Let's execute this. So now as you can see here, we got our working hour. They have given the date only. Now we got a working hour. Okay, so that's it for today. Till then, happy learning, keep supporting, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.